Hello, everyone. I am Sarah, and you are either watching this on the Journey Within or Mind Magic Hypnosis, either platform. And today's subject is a little different because I am going to be addressing men. This is more about masculine energy and kind of healing old patterns, old trauma, old wounds that are stored within our bodies from generations, just for generations and our ancestors and the lifestyle that they used to live is passed down to us through our DNA. And how our ancestors used to live was in survival mode. It was hunting, it was protecting your family, protecting your tribe, protecting whomever. It was having to fight off animals or other people or, you know, a variety of things, right? I wasn't obviously in that era, but I do know we have come a long way since then. So our time now, where we live now, things are a little more readily available to us. And with that being said, things also are a little more high tension, fast paced, keeping up with everything. And so, with these generational traumas that are passed down through our DNA, and with men specifically, you are still carrying the old feeling of the old ways. And so being stoic and being told men don't cry, boys don't cry, don't show emotion, you always have to be strong and brave, that doesn't work for today's society anymore. That doesn't work anymore. And I think we've all seen and recognized, because I've noticed, with with women and men, healing and understanding of where we come from and where we are now, and within our bodies and within our minds, and how important the connection is, and how to release energy and allow new energy in a healthy way, so that way we don't get blocks within our bodies. We don't have dis-ease. We can move forward in a healthy way. We can heal old patterns and wounds for generations to come. And that's kind of the discussion, the induction I want to give today in this video, is addressing that stoic masculinity, right? You want both feminine and masculine to balance out. And so today I'm providing a little bit of that feminine to ease a little bit into the masculine. And same with women. We have masculinity in us as well, and you need both. They both coincide, so you can get stuff done. You can also be nurturing and loving. It goes hand in hand. All right, so today we're going to bring in, create new energy, allow new energy, new patterns to be welcomed within, and releasing old patterns, old habits, old behavior that has been taught through society that is not sitting well in your body, that's creating tensions, that's creating blocks, it's creating aches and pains that don't necessarily have to be there. So for this, it's going to be not my normal video. It's just going to be bringing kind of awareness to your body and how you are feeling, and just breathing along with it. Because like I said, this is just a little induction into guiding men through emotional barricades, how to allow emotions in and to properly release emotions without keeping them held in so tight, because you don't want to show emotions. And it's okay to be vulnerable. It is okay to have emotions. In fact, a man who is able to be vulnerable and welcome in emotions and release emotions and be open to others who are going through times of need or need a little extra comfort, those are whole men. Men that they know how to feel within their body. They know how to love. They know how to get love and give love. And they are working through any past ancestral trauma that may has occurred. And the nice thing too, I've noticed within my family and with other men as well, and I know it's different for every single person, every single man. But for example, with my family and my dad, that a couple of generations ago, things weren't great. The fathering, the parenting was hard. It was difficult. It was unkind. And with each generation, the men have gotten a little better and a little more kinder, more aware, and healing the past because they don't want to stay where they were. They don't want the same upbringing for their children that they had. And I think that is actually a beautiful thing, that awareness that fathers have of wanting to give their children a good life. And that we have come a long way from it. Have not to say every grandfather or father, many years ago was bad or mean by any means. Not saying that at all. I'm going with, you know, personal. We all have our own personal situation and agenda. And so within my family, the fathers have done a little bit better per generation, and we need to keep that momentum going. We need to keep that understanding and that healing going, to release those old ways and those old patterns, and to welcome in new patterns that provide that go good for generations to come, that give them a healthy lifestyle to live, a good foundation to grow on, and just making life a little better in any way that we can, because life can be hard, and it's always good to have a good foundation of how to get through it. So what I would like you to do now is get comfortable. And like I said, this is more directed towards men. Women, you can definitely watch it if you want to. Doesn't bother me at all. But this is a little more towards the men. So men, I would like you to get comfortable any way you want. You can lay down, you can sit, you can go, make sure you're in a quiet space so you can really feel how you're feeling and to go with it. So once you get settled in, let's do a little bit of breathing, taking in a nice, deep, slow breath, and releasing it out of your mouth. And having a little bit of an audible sigh. And an audible sigh out, however it chooses to come out. Taking in another nice, deep breath. Okay, I apologize. My dogs keep barking, so I've had to keep pausing this. So since we just started, we're going to just kind of restart the breathing. So taking in a nice, deep breath and audibly releasing it out of your mouth. And taking in another long, deep breath into your belly. And this time releasing it all the way out, but try to release even just a little more air than what you took in. Really empty out. Taking in another nice deep breath. And releasing. Getting calm and relaxed. And with each breath in, you are bringing in new energy, new ways of life. And with each breath out, you are releasing old patterns and old tension, things that no longer serve you in this lifetime. And taking a few moments to just breathe deep and slow. Feeling more calm, more at ease. Relaxing the muscles and tension in your feet. Relaxing the muscles in your legs and through your hips. Becoming more calm. Becoming more comfortable. Relaxing any tension you are carrying within your back. Taking in those nice deep breaths. As you feel this tension clear away. Releasing any tension from your shoulders and your arms. And relaxing the muscles in your face. Breathing in this new energy. And releasing any old energy. Now that you are nice and comfortable and a little more relaxed, I would like you to ask yourself a few questions, and I will guide you through these questions. And I want you to sit with them and to feel them so you may understand where in your body you are carrying any tension or dis-ease. And how to bring new energy within that area. So first, where in your body are you holding this tension? Where does your body feel tight and uncomfortable? And how does this tension feel for you? Is it a sharp pain or a dull ache? How does this tension show up? Where did this feeling start within you? How can you release this tension within your body? Understanding that it is only temporary. Now I want you to place a hand over the area of your body where you are holding this tension. And I want you to just breathe into it. And with each breath, you are sending love and acceptance to your body and to who you are, bringing some awareness and understanding to this area that might be holding this tension that you have been carrying around with you that no longer serves you. And taking another nice deep breath into this area and releasing it. And as you do, you are letting go of the old energy and the old pattern that created this tension. Breathing in new healing energy and openness to understand where this comes from and how you may heal it. And thanking this part of you for what it is teaching you. And thanking yourself for taking this moment to just sit and just be, to understand how you feel, and to honor your body. And taking in another nice deep breath and audibly releasing out the old energy. And now I want you to become more aware of the present time, more aware of your body and how you are feeling now. Bringing more movement back into your fingers and your toes. And when you are ready, you may open your eyes. I want to thank you for joining me today and going a little bit deeper into understanding that you no longer have to carry any past trauma or any past patterns that you have learned and been taught. It is no longer for you to carry. You may release it and welcome in the new energy and the new patterns to help yourself heal and to help the generations after you to heal and to come from a better, solid foundation. It really does mean a lot to me that you joined me today, and please let me know how this went for you, because I am very interested in continuing on this masculine healing of this energy. As a mom of 4 sons and 2 of them are adults, it's crazy for me to believe that, but they are. And being aware of how they feel and how, I want them to feel. I want them to feel love and open and kindness and to feel whole. I want them to feel whole as people and to be seen as who they are. And it's up to us as, the adult generation in society to move past the patterns that no longer serve our society and to move forward with new healthy ones, understanding guidance and learning from the past. So again, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you have a blessed rest of your day.